Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Still on the topic change of subject. Change of subject. But we are going to deal with the one involving exponent and roots. So change of subject involving the one in words which have exponents and what and roots. Okay, so this is the first example. It says, given that E equal to U plus half mv squared, make V the subject of the what? Of the relation. So we are making V the subject of this what? Relation. Okay, so let's start solving. Good. So that's the question, right? That's the question. So we are making V the subject. So you can see that you have three terms, right? First term, second term, and third term. Yes, we have three terms concerning this question. Okay, so what do we have to do first? We have SCA here. This one carries what? 2 as the what? SCA, right? So we can multiply each of the 10 by the what? The SCA, which is 2, right? Because this one is having 1. This one is having 1, but just that we don't write it. How are we getting it? Yes. So the SCM is what? Is 2. The SCM is what? Is 2. Or we can decide to eliminate the fraction, right? We are eliminating the fraction. So suppose we multiply each term by what? 2, so that you can eliminate the fraction as well. Okay. So we get 2e, 2u, yes. So 2 multiplying e equal to 2 multiplying what? U plus 2 multiplying what? Half of what? mv squared. So you multiply e10 by 2 so that you can eliminate the fraction. Okay. So you get 2e equal to 2u plus, so this one, the 2 here will cancel these 2, right? So you get mv squared. You get mv squared. Okay. So we are making v the subject. So as a matter of that, this one will come here, so that mv squared will stand alone. Okay. So whilst 2u, which is positive here, is crossing the cross sign, is what? Negative. So we get negative 2u equal to mv squared equal to mv squared. Okay, so you are looking for v, right? So you're supposed to divide e10 by the coefficient of what? Of v, which is what? M. So divide e10 by the coefficient of v, which is what? M. This term, all of them divide by the coefficient of v, which is m. So the m here, we cancel the m here, right? Yes. So we get v squared is equal to 2g minus 2u over m. Over m. V squared is equal to 2e minus 2u over m. And bear in mind, we are looking for v, not v squared. This is v squared. So we are looking for v, not v squared. So what do you have to do? For each what? Get the v only. You're supposed to divide both sides by the, you square root both sides. For you to get the v only, you square root both sides. So we get something like that. V squared. So this is square root. This is square root. So for you to get v only, you square root both sides because of the v having the square, so that you can eliminate it, right? So when the v is squared, or when any number is squared and you want to eliminate it, you you square root it. You square root both sides of the equation so that you can eliminate it, and that variable can stand alone. So here, this one square here will cancel it, right? So you get v is equal to root of 2e minus 2u over m as the final answer. So simple like that. So as I said, when the number or the letter is what square, maybe t squared, and you want to get t, you square both sides of the equation so that the 2 will cancel the roots and the t will stand alone. As I apply here, you square both sides of the equation, then that variable or letter will stand alone. So thank you. That's question 1. We move to question 2. So example 2. Example 2 says v is equal to pi r squared into brackets r minus a squared over what? Over 5. Make h the subject of the formula. So we are making h the subject of this formula, right? Okay. V. So now what do you have to do first? Suppose what? Expand the bracket, right? Suppose to expand the bracket. Okay. So we get v is equal to pi r squared. Pi r squared will multiply the r. So get what? Pi r. We have r squared here. So r squared multiplying the r, you get what? R cubed or r to the power 3. Yes. So of course this is 1. R here is having power 2. And here is having power 1. That's that you don't write it. It is having power 1, but you don't write it. And you know that in multiplication, indices, or whatever, in multiplication, we add the powers, right? In multiplication, we add the powers. So since this one is having power 2, this one is having power 1, in multiplication, you add the 2 plus 1, and you get 3, right? Yes. So this one multiplying this one, you get pi r to the power 3, or pi r cubed. Okay. Minus pi r squared multiplying h squared over 5. This one too, we get pi r squared h squared over 5. So this one will affect the numerator only. The numerator only. It will affect that one. How am I getting it? It will not affect the denominator. So anytime you are doing or you are expanding any bracket, make sure that it affects the top ones only. It will affect the top one only. That is what a multiplication, right? Okay. So this one will affect the top one only. Yes. So now we have expanded the bracket. Okay. So we have v is equal to pi r to the power 3 minus pi r squared h squared over 5. Now you can see that you have 5 here, right? So you can eliminate the fraction. Can eliminate the fraction. Eliminate this denominator. So for you to do that, you're supposed to multiply each term by what? By 5, so that you can eliminate the 5. You have 3 terms. So you multiply each term by the 5, so that you can eliminate it. So 5 times v equals to 5 times pi r to the power 3, then minus 5 times pi r squared h squared over 5. Right? Okay, so let's write the result. 5v equal to 5 pi r to the power 3. So the 5 here will cancel the 5 here. So minus pi r to the power 2, h to the power 2. Right? Good. Now we are looking for h. We are making h the subject. Right? Okay. So this one is coming here. The pi, negative pi r squared h squared is now at the right hand side, right? So I'm sending it to the left hand side. So since it's negative at the right hand side, when I move to the left hand side, it becomes what? Positive. Yes. So pi r squared h squared equal to, then here we have 5 to the power 3, right? And I'm sending this one, is at the left hand side. 5v is at the left hand side, positive, but I'm bringing it to the right hand side. So positive moving to the right hand side is what? Negative. Negative 5v, right? Okay. Now we are continuing. Now we are looking for h. So as a matter of fact, suppose we divide E10 by the coefficient of what? Of v. And the coefficient of the v is what? Pi r squared, right? The pi r squared is the coefficient of v. So we divide E10 by the coefficient of v. Okay. Yes. So you divide both sides of the equation by what? The coefficient of h, which is what? Pi r squared. Okay. Yes. So now we get h squared is equal to 5 pi r cube minus 5v all over pi r squared, right? And bear in mind, we are looking for h, not h squared or h to the power 2. We are looking for h. So what do you have to do? As I said earlier, if the number or the letter or the alphabet is what? Squared, you scroll both sides so that the letter can what? Stand alone, or the alphabet can stand alone. So you scroll both sides. So the 2 here will cancel the roots, right? So now we put h is equal to what? 5 pi r to the power 3 minus 5v over pi r squared. That's what the final answer. Bear in mind that maths, you solve everything systematically, right? Or methodically. How about getting it? So when you are solving, make sure that you bring all the steps, right? How I've done it. Make sure that you follow the same process and solve it to the end. Otherwise, you get the right answer correct. And if you are supposed to be awarded 3 marks, you can get 1.5 for that, right? So make sure that you follow the step by step. Though you know, but don't be in a hurry to finish solving the question, right? Okay, so this is example 2. You move to example 3. Thank you. Okay. So example 3. Given that p is equal to x plus ym to the power 3, make m the subject. Yes. So that's the relation, and we are making m the subject, right? Okay. Yes. We are making h. So p equal to x plus y and q. We are making m the subject of that relation. So we have 3 terms. So what do you have to do? You're supposed to send the x to the left hand side. How about that thing? So that where the m is can stand alone. Okay. So p, it is positive here. So when it's moving to the left hand side, it was negative. Minus x is equal to ym to the power 3. Then now we can divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of what? M, which is what? Y. Yes. So now we have p x over y equal to m to the power 3. Right? Yes. So we are looking for m, not m to the power 3 or m cube. We are not looking for m cube or m to the power 3. We are looking for what? M. Right? So here, what do you have to do? Yes. So here too, You cube root both sides of the equation. You what? Cube root both sides of the equation. Okay, so yes, you cube root both sides of the equation so that n can stand alone. Cube root. Yes. You cube root both sides of the equation. You cube root both sides of the equation. This is not square root. You have 3 here, right? Small 3 is here. So you bring roots, then you put small 3 here, right? That's cube roots. You do the same thing. You square it. You bring small 3 here. That's cube roots. So you cube roots both sides of the equation, right? So this 3 here will cancel the cube roots, right? So therefore, n is equal to cube roots of p minus x over y as the final answer. So simple, right? Yes. So now I've taught you how to code cube roots. Okay. Okay. So this example 3. We move to example 4 as well. Example 4. It says make x the subject of the formula z equal to 4 roots of what? X over x plus y. Yes. So we have square roots, cube roots, and all the fourth roots like this one, right? Yes. Okay. So we are taught make x the subject for this formula, right? Okay. So that's the question. Okay. So what do you have to do? What do you have to do? So you suppose what? Eliminate the what? The fourth roots, right? You're supposed to eliminate the fourth roots so that you can proceed. You're supposed to what? Eliminate the fourth roots so that you can proceed. Okay. So for you to eliminate the fourth root, suppose what? Okay. Yes, for you to eliminate the roots, suppose what? Bring power 4 to this z and power 4 to this one as well, right? To the power 4 to this one as well. Yes, so we bring power 4 so that this power 4 can cancel or eliminate the fourth roots, right? So we get z to the power 4 equal to x over x plus y. How are you getting it? Yes. So we bring power 4 to all of them, to the one at the left hand side and to the one at the right hand side. Yes. So the power 4 here will cancel the fourth roots and that one will remain there. Right. Okay. So now what do you have to do? What do you have to do? We have two words. 210. We have 210. We have 210. So you what? You cross multiply. You can cross multiply because here is 1. You can cross multiply, right? So if you cross multiply, you get x because 1 times x. Cross multiply. 1 times x will be what? X equal to you are cross multiply. So z to the power 4 over x plus y. So get x is equal to z to the power 4x plus z to the power 4 y. Yes. So you get something like that, right? Okay. Then we are making x the subject. So you can send this one. You're supposed to put the like terms. So you can send this one here. So x minus, it's positive here. One is crossing the equal sign. It will be negative. Z to the power 4x equal to z to the power 4y. Right? Yes. Okay. So that's what you have here. Then we can factorize. the x out, right? You can factorize the x out because we have x here and the x here. You can factorize. So when you do the factorization, you get x is out. X is out. So 1 is in front of it, but you don't write it. So it will be left with what? With 1, right? Yes. It will be left with what? 1 minus. Now x is out as well for this one. So we left with z to the power 4. Z to what? Power 4. Z to the power 4. Equal to, then you have z to the power 4, y, right? X. Then now we are looking for x. So you can divide both sides by the coefficient of what? Of x, right? Yes. Which is 1 minus z to the power 4. Okay. Yes. So now that is what the final answer. Yes. This one cancel this one. Then it will be left with this one. So x is equal to z to the power 4y over 1 minus what? Z to the what? To the power 4. Right. So simple. So simple. Okay. So that's question 4 or example 4. You move towards example 5. Right. Okay. So example 5. This is the last example. And this question contains critical thinking. Like, if I'm solving this one, supposed to think critically. Okay. So, make Q the subject of the formula 2p equal to Q plus root of Q squared plus R. Right? Okay. So, just follow me step by step so that I can solve this one. As I said, supposed to think critically. So, 2p equal to Q plus root of Q squared plus R. So supposed to send a Q here, right? The Q is positive. So one is moving from left hand side to it is at the right hand side like that. So when the Q is moving from the right hand side to the left hand side, positive is what? Negative. So you get 2p minus Q equal to roots of Q squared plus R, right? Okay. So this is the first thing. Now you want to what? Eliminate the roots. That was square root, right? So what are you going to do? Suppose to square both sides, right? So that you can eliminate the square roots. Square both sides. Because the fourth root, you will what? Put 4 inside. Suppose what? The fourth root, you put bracket there and write 4 on top so that you can eliminate the fourth root. The same thing applies to this one as well. If you want to eliminate the square roots, you square root both sides. So 2p Q square is equal to Q squared plus R over 2. Yes, over 2. Yeah, okay. So let's deal with the one at the left hand side. Let's deal with the one at the left hand side. So if you see something like that, during the first lesson, that's the what? The third lesson concerning change of subject. During the first lesson, I gave you a certain assignment, question 3, something like that. So for you to be able to solve this one, we assume that here is A, here is B. This one is A, this one is what? Is B, right? Yes. And you have the square here. How are you getting it? Then you have a square here. So you are going to solve it that way. It is what? You square the A. So be A squared, right? Then you multiply AB. You multiply AB together with this one. So A times B, you got AB times 2. So plus 2AB plus 2AB. Then you square the B plus B squared. So for you to expand this one, that's the formula you are going to use. I hope you are getting it. Yes. That is the formula we are going to use. So what is here is A, what is here is B. So first, as I said, you square A. So you have square A plus this one times this one times this one. So 2AB plus this one squared. So the B what? The B squared. How about getting it? So now we can write this one somewhere. Then as I'm expanding it, you watch it as well. Okay. Okay. So now you are squaring what is here, right? So it becomes what? If you square 2, what is here? If you square it, it's what? 4p. 4p squared. Because 2 squared is 4. 2 squared is what? 4. And p squared. So that's for 8, right? You have square what? 8. 4p squared. Then minus, as I said, what is here will multiply a and b, right? So a and b. So this one will multiply a. It can go 4, 2 times 2, 4 p and what? Q. You get it? So now I'll multiply the 2 here times this one times this one. It is negative, so you bring the negative. So 4p q, right? This one multiplying this one, that's 4p times this one. There. That's what 4p q. Are you okay? Yes, so simple. Just check the formula and follow. Okay. Now you square what is here as well. That's negative pq. The b is negative pq. And if you negate, that's negative, the b is what? Negative q. Now if you square that one, you get positive what? Q square. If you square positive one, positive negative. If you square negative now, you get positive. If you square, if what is here, the number is what is here is negative, but what is here is even number, you get positive results, right? So assuming 4 is here, you get positive result. Assuming 6 is here, you get positive result. But it was if supposed to put odd number, then you get negative results, right? If it's supposed to be 3, you still get negative q to the power 3, right? Yes, but it's even number, so we get positive results, right? So if you square that one, the b is what? Negative q. So you square it, you get positive answer, right? Okay, so you get plus q squared plus q squared. So easy. So check the formula. The formula is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so a squared, a you square 4p squared, right? Because we have square all of them. But this one is an alphabet, so square this one, you get 4. Then p, we still made it like that. Then you multiply this one, that's ab, 2ab. This is 2 multiplying what's here? So 4p minus is here. Then squaring this one, negative, get positive answer, right? Okay. Equal to, now the 2 here will cancel the what? The roots, right? The 2 here will cancel the roots. So you get q squared plus r. Q squared plus r. Okay, q squared plus r. Now we are making the q the subject, right? We are making q the subject. So suppose what? Group like terms. Suppose what? Group like term. So we get 4p squared is here. Then I'll send this one to here. Become what? Minus r. Since it's positive here, it is crossing. Become what? Minus r. Equal to, then q squared is here. I'm bringing this one. It's at the left hand side. I'm bringing it to the right hand side. It's positive, so it's what? Minus q squared, right? Yes. Then this one too is negative here. Minus 4p q. It's negative at the left hand side. I'm bringing it to the right hand side. So it become what? Positive 4p q, right? Yes. So I'll get 4p squared minus r is equal to q squared minus q squared. This is positive minus negative. It's like 2 minus 2. You get them. So this one will vanish. You get 4p q. Now I'm making q the subject. So I can divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of q, which is what? 4p. Okay. So 4pq equal to 4p squared minus r divide 4p divided 4Q. So therefore, Q is equal to 4P squared minus what? R all over 4P. So that is what the final answer for this question. So easy as well that if you are able to expand it, you just follow the process, then you arrive at the right answer. So this is the end of what today's lesson. I'll post the assignments on the WhatsApp platform so that you can solve it and send it to me privately. Thank you. Bye.